Hi guys, it's Joe here with Leading Edge Industrial. I'm the machinist and shop manager for our lovely shop here. And in one of our previous videos, we left off with Jacob and Lemire, and they were talking about how we were using the COT system, the common off-the-shelf part system, for our base castings and things for our mills and lathes, and they were cleaning them up and getting them ready to send to me, where I do a lot of machining for them. And today, I was just wanting to kind of talk about some of the machining processes we do and what they're good for. So we can start here with the lathe, and one of the main machining processes we do is we get rid of the compound slide. For a CNC machine, the compound slide isn't really needed. That's more of a manual machine feature. With a lead screw, you can get as fine of an adjustment as you want with just the coarse slide here. So one of the things we do is we shorten up our tool holder block here and make it rigid instead of sliding, and put a big screw in there. That's missing right now, but there will be a screw in there. And that makes just everything, the tool post and everything, a lot stiffer, so there's less flex. Another thing we do to get more travel out of our x-axis is we slot this saddle here a little bit more, and that just allows us to fit a bit more stock in there. And as you see, there's still a lot of rigidity here in the original cast iron. The reason they didn't do that from the factory was mainly because they needed room to fit the compound slide feature in there. So that makes our lathes have a little bit better features in stock. What we have to do out of necessity to make them CNC in our lathe beds is cut this slot right here. And what that does is just basically have a place for us to put our lead screws and our blocks, and our lead nut can slide in there, so we can have a nice smooth action slide with a lead screw right down there. We also have to do some littler things too, like drilling holes for our lead nuts and drilling holes for different things like mounting our steppers and stuff like that. On the mill, there's a lot of similar things that need done. Right here, we cut a big slot out for our lead screw nut, and that's kind of similar to the lathe. We just need a place for the nut to travel right in here. And we still leave like some really nice features like this bridge up at the top and this real solid base down here. And that's mainly just to keep them strong and not lose any of the rigidity. We cut these plate notches in here and in the bottom too, and in the x-axis. And what that does is give us a place to mount our positive and negative limit switches. So in addition to just doing stuff to fit all of our CNC modifications in here, we kind of dress up some of the original parts of the castings too. This flat area up here, I took a face cutter to and really just smoothed it out, because in the original casting it was kind of ripply, and we mount a plate up here for our lead screw and we want it to be nice and perfectly flat. One of the tools we use for that actually is this right angle head, which is kind of a unusual tool. All this does is it snaps onto our knee mill. We have a jet knee mill over there that we use for a lot of our machining, and it just makes the bit come out at a right angle. And for a lot of things it's not the most useful for, but there are certain special applications that it's really useful for, and one of them is cutting this flat face up here, and another is milling these holes in the lathe bed here. For some of our other machining ops that we do, we use our CNC mill. We have a Fidal VMC that we use, and it cuts this beautiful pocket here, and you can see you get a really almost a mirror finish from our Fidal. And we just use like the standard head on the jet to cut this slot in here too. So we kind of just pick and choose to see what machine would be the most efficient and what kind of leaves the best finish too. So next we should be seeing some machining of our CNC parts, our in-house CNC conversion parts, along with some assembly of the mills too. So make sure you follow along and subscribe to see more of our videos, and thanks for watching.